Tarzan the leader, Jaden Tom can't win. Invincible Gangster's up to second. Casino Thoughts on the outside, but Tarzan the king is back. Tarzan's won by a neat length to Invincible Gangster.
Well, Stu, you've had a stellar season thus far. What do you think has been the secret to your success?
Ben, we've probably done a lot of work over the last couple of seasons trying to buy quality horses. I think that's the big key. You've just got to keep improving the horses you have in the stable. We've got a great bunch of owners, tried to build up a really good base with them. They've been really loyal and supportive and gone to the sales, bought some nice horses. So if you can get the stock in the stable, that's half the battle.
The Kendrick stable is littered with some interesting horse names. Let's go through a few of the stars of the stable and what they've been up to.
Yeah, look, we've probably got a couple of names like that. They're catchy names, and especially if you have a bet on them and they win, they sort of stick in your memory. So, probably one of the old favourites is Tarzan. And he races like Tarzan. I suppose he's tough, and he's been a great horse for us. And probably one of the most catchy names is Eric The Eel, an Olympic glory gelding, and he ran third there at the AJC Derby recently, and he's been one of those horses that people have really grabbed hold of the name. So a lot of the guys that are in the horses like coming up with something a little bit different. So it does keep everybody on the hop, and it's good fun. Especially with social media these days, amazing how many people you get on there setting in some really good things. They follow the horse, they have a win, and really positive on it. So we've had some great little clips, obviously with Eels and Tarzan, and everything's coming through. So it's really good fun.
Looking forward to this weekend, mates. FASTNET CYCLONE comes up against Populist. You reckon he can turn the tables on their battle from 2 weeks ago? Yeah,
look, Populist is flying at the moment. He's going to be hard to beat again. But look, I think FASTNET CYCLONE just didn't have a lot of luck. We probably want to ride him just a touch quieter. Talking to the boys down south that own him, they just said if he can just relax a bit more early, I think the big track will allow us to do that. He's sort of been probably a bit more forward at Doomben that we want. So if we can just ride him a little bit quiet, just let him wind up, I think he'll hit the line hard.
Tambo's Mate seems to be perennially underrated, yet only failed the place only once this prep. Coming up against some stars in Vega 1 and Yuzmanov, for example, do you think that he'll go under the radar again and perhaps be a surprise packet this weekend?
Yeah, look, he's been a great horse. His prep last time in was terrific. He won the recognition, he ran third in the Gateway, so he really stepped up last time. Each time we asked him to go to that little bit better grade. Obviously Vega 1's going to be hard to beat, nice and fresh. Tony Gollan's got a big opinion of the horse, and rightly so. But look, I really like our horse this weekend. He's done well. His work on Tuesday was fantastic. Back at our home track, I think that'll help him as well. And look, I think he'll run a big race. He'll be very hard to beat.
He's knocked over Vega 1 and Deep Image on more than one occasion. Could he relish a push to maybe the 1400 and go onto a straight break, do you think? Yeah,
that's the plan. He'll start this weekend back to the 1000. He'll step up in a couple of weeks to the Group 2 1200, and then if hopefully that'll get him into the Stradbroke if he runs well there. So that'll be our plan to try and head towards that race.
We've already mentioned one of the stars of the stable, Eric The Eel, absolutely amazing in the Australian Derby earlier this month. Where do you see his potential, and what is the plan with Eric The Eel going forward?
Look, we're just unsure at the moment. Obviously, the Derby here in Queensland was the plan originally, but that's off the table at the moment. Look, he's having a little bit of a let up at the moment. We'll just make some decisions over the next week or so with the owners where we go and what we do with him. But look, he gave us a big thrill in the Derby down in Sydney, and we'll just sit on it for the next week or so, make some plans. As I said, he did a great job this preparation. He beat the older horses in town on a couple of occasions.
Eric The Eel down the outside, Malawi Gold between them. King's Fall, Eric The Eel, Malawi Gold and Eric The Eel. Eric The Eel's grabbed the lead late, and Eric The Eel drew clear, defeated Malawi Gold and King's Fall.
And ran third in the Group 1, so gave all the owners a big thrill. So we'll just see where we go over the next week. We'll make some calls.
Well, no traditional winter carnival for obvious reasons this year, but some good black type races coming up over the course of the winter. Can you take us through a few others in the stable that you might be aiming at some of those races during the winter? Yeah,
look, we've got a couple of nice 2-year-olds there. A horse called Way Beyond, a Spill the Beans colt. He was very competitive last time in, behind horses like Dusty Tycoon. He had a nice little spell. He's going to come back and he'll go towards the JJ if we can get him in there. Cosmic Gossip was another one. She won the good race here, the $100,000 2-year-old race after Magic Millions.
One latest Cosmic Gossip. Mashani Frawcett joined on the outside by Queen K. Here's Cosmic Gossip down the outside, finishing strongly. Cosmic Gossip dashed up, grabbed the lead, and Cosmic Gossip races clear. Won it 2 lengths from Queen K.
She's another filly coming along well. Cabochon Lil, who's racing this weekend, we're going to get a guide whether she can stick the trip this week. If she can, she might head towards the Roses as well. So, yeah, we've got a few nice ones there. Star of Michelin was one that we were heading towards, again, a couple of those 3-year-old races, but he had a setback with cardiac arrhythmia last start, so he's just got to do a few tests to pass that, but he seems to have come through it physically fine, so as long as he passes those, hopefully he's back on track as well.
What's your best for this weekend?
But I'd probably have to say Tambo's mate, so hopefully he can get him.